Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I have another topic to talk about. Roberto Duran. He said he was talking about Floyd Mayweather. He was saying Floyd Mayweather should rematch with Canelo, and he said, "I bet Canelo wins." What do y'all guys think about this? I mean, of course, Floyd Mayweather's not going to get back in the ring. His first fight coming back, I've been off for a year or whatever, fighting Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got better, of course. He fought a lot of people and got a lot of big names under his belt, and he got a lot of experience too at the same time. Even if you lost or you won, whatever. Even if you lost, you didn't beat the person, you definitely learned something from it. You know what I'm saying? You learned something from it. You know what I'm saying? So, especially from fighting Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather is the only one he's the only one defeated Canelo Alvarez. So that's when Canelo Alvarez was like young, and I'm not making no excuse for Canelo Alvarez or nothing like that. He was just young and unexperienced like he is now. So, but he was still younger and bigger than Floyd Mayweather. He still could have won that fight because he had power. He had the youth on his side, and he was not like it wasn't like this was his first fight fighting a professional boxer like Floyd Mayweather, the skills that Floyd Mayweather have. So he had the advantage, but Floyd Mayweather had the ring IQ skills. I would definitely say over Canelo Alvarez too at the same time. So, but if Floyd Mayweather's not going to come back and fight him now, of course he's gonna have to get one more, maybe a couple more matches on his belt to fight him if he do come back to fight Canelo Alvarez, which I feel like he's not going to do this. He's 41 years old. Canelo Alvarez is just getting better, and he's in his prime, so he didn't fight Keith Thurman, so why you think he's going to fight Canelo Alvarez? You know what I'm saying? And this depends on if you like Floyd Mayweather to a certain point, or you a fanboy of Floyd Mayweather, you would say you wouldn't want him to fight Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? And for the people who like Canelo Alvarez, would like to say, yeah, I want Floyd Mayweather to fight Canelo Alvarez so he can lose. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what side of the fence you on, what side of the street you on, who's your favorite fighter at the same time. But you got very few people who's neutral, who don't, who would like to still see the fight, but we somewhat know what might happen to a certain degree, but we might not. Floyd Mayweather, you never know. He can adjust to the ring. He can adjust to the fighters. He can adjust he can switch. I mean, he can change up. He can see what the fighter is going to do the first or the couple of rounds and change up. You know what I'm saying? His fighting style to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? That's why Floyd Mayweather is the greatest of this time right now, or considered the greatest of this time. I consider him the greatest of this time right now, and y'all might disagree, but nobody haven't beaten him yet. Nobody haven't exposed him yet. So, but at the same time, Roberto Duran said, he should rematch with Canelo Alvarez, and I say, if he do, he do. If he don't, he don't. You know what I'm saying? I think the odds will be with Canelo, of course, for the youth, and he's in his prime, and he learned a lot of things from fighting, and he's been active too at the same time. Maybe Roberto Duran, like Canelo Alvarez, he probably won't Floyd to lose and stuff like that. Because don't forget, Roberto Duran fought Sugar Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather is somewhat like a Sugar Ray Leonard as in movement and jumping in and out and not being in the pocket so much and fighting you on the outside of him. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, man, like I say, it's all about who's your favorite fighter and what side of the street you on, what side of the fence you on, whatever. And like I say, me, I don't care. I mean, I don't think Floyd Mayweather is gonna do it. You know, he know himself. He know his body. He picked his opponents too at the same time. And I'm gonna tell you this too for a reason. I'm gonna tell you this. I mean, not for a reason, but I'm gonna tell you this. Floyd Mayweather did pick his opponents, and he picked the one that he somewhat had I would say had a chance with. I would say that was when he was Money Mayweather, not Pretty Boy Floyd, because Money Mayweather had he was the A side, so he was in charge of who he really wanted to fight and pick and stuff like that. Compared to, of course, it was different because Pretty Boy Floyd it was not the A side, he was the B side, so he really couldn't like choose the fighters and pick the fighters, and they would have, you know what I'm saying, because of course Money Mayweather, the money's behind him, so of course the fighters probably didn't really want to fight him, or maybe some of them did, but even if the ones didn't want to fight him, it was really money behind it. It was their big payday. So they definitely say, no, I'm gonna just fight him anyway, regardless if I lose or not. I got me a big payday. But see, Pretty Boy Floyd, it wasn't no money behind him at all. His name wasn't out there. I mean, he was climbing up on the ranks and stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. But what do y'all guys think about what Roberto Duran said? I got my information on the www.boxingscene.com, and leave a comment at the bottom of my page if you got any disagreements or what I said, or you got any good reasons why Floyd should fight Canelo Alvarez. And subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the bell icon for new notifications, new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.